My name is Julian Cuervo, and my major is business management with a minor in finance. Alright guys, so in this video tutorial we're going to be working with horizontal tables in Excel. This tutorial will have 4 different main objectives that we'll go over. But just to begin, I'd like everyone to input the following zip code into cell B3. We'll put 30101. And so for the first task here, what we're going to do is we're going to explore the HLOOKUP function, and we're going to use it to determine the city associated with the zip code in the cell above in cell B3. So we'll do equal sign HLOOKUP. For the lookup value, we're going to use the zip code above, so cell B3. For table array, we're going to want to highlight the following 2 rows. We're going to do zip code and city, since that's what we're kind of looking for. We're going to go all the way down. I think it's goes to CZ column, the CZ column. So it should be, your table array should be B11 colon CZ12. Should make sure it's highlighted, the zip code and city rows. Then you're going to comma, row index number. All that is from the step before this, right before this. Since we highlighted these 2 rows, from top to bottom, it's asking basically which one you want it to spit out. So since we're looking for city, from top to bottom, zip code would be row number 1, city would be row number 2. Therefore, we put 2 right there. And then lastly, comma, and we'll put false there since we want an exact match for the validation. And we can see there that it spits out the city of Ackworth. And just to verify that that information is correct, you can go down into the chart below, see the zip code 30101, and if you put the down arrow, the city associated with that zip code is Ackworth. For the next part, what we're going to want to do is we're going to use the XLOOKUP function to determine the county for the zip code in cell B3. So again, equal sign XLOOKUP. I'm going to use cell B3 as the lookup value. For the table array, we're going to take the zip code row, so B11 all the way to CZ11. So we know that it goes to the CZ column. I can just type it in the function. Then comma return array. We're going to take, since we're looking for the county, the return array is the value that it'll spit out that is associated with the zip code in cell B3. So since we're looking for county, we're going to want to highlight the county row for the return array. So that'll be B10 all the way to CZ10. And then close parentheses. So it spits out Cobb County, and again, just to verify, for the zip code 30101, we've got the city of Ackworth as well as Cobb County. That's right above it, so we can see that information is correct. The third objective or task that we're going to cover is using the SUMIF function to determine how much income tax was reported to the IRS in the county identified in cell B5, or the cell above. So we'll do equals SUMIF. And for the range, we will put the whole county range, so C10 all the way to CZ10. For the criteria, that's basically like the reference. So we're referencing the cell above, or B5. So depending on the county. And lastly, it's the sum range. So since we're looking for income tax, we're going to highlight the income tax row. So C16 all the way to CZ16, and we're going to close enter. We can see it spit out that big number, $4,002,410,000 was reported to the IRS in income tax for Cobb County. So now that we did the first 3 objectives, I want you all to change the zip code just to make sure all your functions are correct. And so we'll delete that, and we're going to put the following zip code in, 30518, enter. and automatically the cells that we've already worked on changed. So we can see that the zip code that we input is associated with the city of Beaufort, and it is also associated with Gwinnett County. Lastly, what we'll do is we are going to explore a horizontal sort from left to right, since we're working with horizontal tables. For this, we're going to be using the custom sort function in Excel. So just for the example, we're going to highlight here in row 10, starting with Cobb County, not the county header. We're going to go all the way down to the column CZ, highlight the whole row, and we're going to go to Sort and Filter here in the Home ribbon. Click on that. We're going to go to Custom Sort. It's going to give you a sort warning. Just click Continue with Current Selection, and then Sort. The order we want it in is already A to Z, so alphabetical order. And once we click OK, you can see that the whole row changed. So Clayton County, CL, and then it goes to Cobb County, CO. Therefore, it's in alphabetical order.